Hello and welcome to today's computer-aided design lesson. In this lesson, we will work together to understand the basic concepts of computer-aided design and learn how to use TinkerCAD for simple 3D modeling. By the end of this class, you will not only have mastered the basic concepts of CAD, but you will also be able to actually work with TinkerCAD and design your own model of a robot chassis. First, let's talk about computer-aided design. CAD is a tool that aids in design through computer software, which helps us to carry out more accurate and efficient design work. In the past, designers and engineers had to draw drawings by hand, but today, we can work more efficiently with the help of CAD software. CAD is widely used in various fields such as engineering, architecture, and product design. Whether you are designing a building or creating a mechanical part, CAD can be a powerful help. It allows us to create two-dimensional drawings or three-dimensional models with precise modifications and analysis. CAD tools may seem a bit complicated for beginners, but don't worry, today we will introduce a very simple tool, TinkerCAD, which is entry-level CAD software for you guys who are new to 3D modeling. TinkerCAD is a great online CAD tool for beginners. Not only is it free, but it's simple and easy to use, and you don't even need to install any software. You can just start designing through your browser. With its simple user interface and friendly operation experience, TinkerCAD has become the preferred tool for many educators and beginners to learn 3D modeling. Although it is not as powerful as some professional CAD software, it is very sufficient for us to learn the basics of 3D modeling and design. By the end of today, you will be able to make simple designs with TinkerCAD and even export and 3D print your own designs. It's a perfect tool to get started, and in the future you'll be able to easily transition to more specialized CAD software like Fusion 360, SolidWorks, and more. Next, we'll go over the basics of TinkerCAD to help you get started quickly. The first step is to create an account. First, we need to register an account on the TinkerCAD website. You can click on the link provided to register. After creating a good account, you can log in and enter the main interface of TinkerCAD. The second step is to enter the editor. After logging in, click Create to create a 3D design and enter the TinkerCAD editor. In the editor, we will see the work plane and shape library. The working plane is the area where you will do all the designing. TinkerCAD provides rich, basic shapes, such as cube, cylinder, sphere, etc. You can drag these shapes to the working plane and adjust their size and position. Let's talk about the basic operations in the third step. The first one is grouping and ungrouping. If you want to group multiple shapes together, you can select them and click the Group button. If you want to modify some part of them, you can click Ungroup to separate the shapes. Next is the Align tool. With the Align tool, you can precisely align multiple objects to make sure their positions are more accurate. You can also resize shapes, rotate them, or even duplicate them to create more parts. In the design, you can use the hole shape to cut or create a cavity, and the solid shape to add material. You can apply different colors and materials to 3D objects in TinkerCAD. This can help you better visualize your designs and make them more attractive. Next, let's do a practical exercise, creating a robot chassis. What is a robot chassis? The chassis is the support structure of the robot or robot body, on which all electronic components, sensors and drive systems are mounted. The chassis is the backbone of the robot. Now let's get our hands dirty and create a robot chassis model. Click on the Create button and choose to create a 3D design. using a rectangular frame, adjusting the dimensions to a thickness of 3 mm, a width of 115 mm and a length of 196 mm. After adjusting the shape, we can add some details to it. Holes can be punched in the chassis as needed to create space for connecting parts. Use an alignment tool to ensure that parts on the chassis are positioned symmetrically for easy installation of other components. Once the chassis design is complete, remember to save and export the STL file. This way, you can upload the design to a 3D printer for printing or even make it into an actual chassis assembly. Today we were introduced to the basic concepts of computer-aided design and learned how to make TinkerCAD perform simple 3D modeling. By creating a robot chassis, we mastered some basic operations in TinkerCAD, such as shape adjustment, alignment, grouping and exporting, etc. TinkerCAD is a great tool to get started with, and you can use it to continue to make more interesting designs, or even try to design other complex objects or structures. Thank you for your participation. That's all for today's lesson. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I hope you will start your own journey in 3D design and modeling with TinkerCAD.